What's up guys? Today's video is on the top 10 best Lenovo ThinkPad laptops in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers, so whether it's price performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. At number 10. Lenovo ThinkPad P15 Gen 2, Best Workstation. Lenovo ThinkPad P15 Gen 2 delivers unbelievable raw performance that may make you forget just how expensive and heavy it is. Image credit, Laptop Mag/Sean Riley. The Lenovo ThinkPad P15 Gen 2 improves on what was already a winning formula with the original ThinkPad P15 with upgraded performance and stellar battery life for the 1080p model. The laptop's 11th General Intel Core i9-11950H CPU, NVIDIA RTX A5000 GPU and 32GB of RAM make it an absolute workhorse of a workstation. If raw performance is your goal, it will be hard to beat the ThinkPad P15 Gen 2. The one concern for creatives will be the display, but if that's crucial for you, consider the OLED panel option or perhaps an external display. At number 9. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Titanium Yoga, the best 2K laptop. If you need the versatility of a tablet but you aren't feeling the whole detach and reattach thing, then the ThinkPad X1 Titanium Yoga is a great choice. It's a slim, lightweight 2-in-1, 2.5 pounds, 0.5 inches thick, that features an full-sized pen, which has 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity and shortcut buttons. While the other ThinkPads have lovely displays, the X1 Yoga's 13.5-inch, 2K panel beats them all. This baby reproduced 71% of the DCI-P3 color gamut and gleamed with 425 nits of brightness. And in terms of speed, its 11th Gen Core i5 processor notched a solid 4747 on the Geekbench 5.4 test. The ports are where you'll feel some pain when it comes to the thin X1 Titanium. In short, if you don't already own a good USB Type-C hub, add that to the budget when you're ordering your X1 Titanium. Turning to the touchpad, the 3.6 by 2.7 inch surface feels diminutive compared to those on many other modern laptops. The haptic feedback versus actually depressing the touchpad was irritating. At number 8. Lenovo ThinkPad E14, the most affordable ThinkPad. The Lenovo ThinkPad E14 delivers on being a good productivity option with a great keyboard, zippy performance and deep security features. But be warned, this one is only for the business crowd. The ThinkPad E14 aims to do one thing well: be a great productivity machine, and it achieved that goal. This is a good day-to-day business machine with plenty of power to get the essentials done quickly. The ThinkPad E-series is not pandering to consumer need for pomp and circumstance. It consists of business laptops with rugged designs, stronger security than the local bouncer, and enough power for peak productivity. This mid-tier lineage may not be setting any best laptops lists alight, and that's okay. They are here to get stuff done. And the ThinkPad E14 takes another step forward with 11th Gen Intel processors to become a seriously capable work laptop with value for money at its core. At number 7. Lenovo ThinkPad X12 Detachable, the best detachable. Lenovo's ThinkPad X12 Detachable is an excellent 2-in-1 tablet for business users, one that edges out the Surface Pro 7 Plus in many ways. With the ThinkPad X12 Detachable, Lenovo takes the Surface Pro concept and improves it with all the goodies associated with the ThinkPad brand. Those include a durable, yet lightweight chassis, a relatively bright and vivid 12.3-inch display, and a comfortable keyboard that, along with a stylus, comes bundled with the ThinkPad X12 Detachable. And unlike the Surface Pro 7 Plus, the ThinkPad X12 lasts for a full day on a charge, although that can be attributed to using low-powered CPUs. There are a few shortcomings: the speakers and cameras aren't great and there is no USB Type-A port. Nonetheless, the ThinkPad X12 Detachable is a standout option for business users who are frequently on the go. At number 6. Lenovo ThinkPad C13 Yoga Chromebook, the best Chromebook. The Lenovo ThinkPad C13 Chromebook is a solid performer that's par for the course in the Chromebook ecosystem. The Lenovo ThinkPad C13 Yoga Chromebook's Abyss Blue all-aluminum chassis has some chrome flecking, giving the unit some pleasant sparkle. The ThinkPad C13 Yoga Chromebook's 13-inch, 1080p touch display is crisp and vivid, but not exceptionally bright. With an AMD Ryzen 5 Pro 3500C CPU, 16GB of RAM, a 128GB SSD and integrated AMD Radeon graphics running the lightweight Chrome OS. The Lenovo ThinkPad C13 Yoga Chromebook's performance is pretty snappy, with near-instant boot times. The laptop came in at 8 hours and 7 minutes in our in-house battery test, continuous web surfing over Wi-Fi at 150 nits. There are 2 tiny slots on either side of the deck where I imagine the smallest speakers in creation are housed. I started listening to Jermaine Stewart's We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off on full blast, and although it was somewhat loud, the audio quality was tinny. Our review unit is a little pricey for a Chromebook at $766. It comes with a 2.1 GHz AMD Ryzen 5 Pro 3500C CPU, 16 GB of RAM, a 128 GB SSD, integrated AMD Radeon graphics and a colorful 13-inch, 1080p IPS display. At number 5. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 4, Best Multimedia Lenovo Laptop. Dying for a badass Lenovo keyboard? Look no further than the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 4 for your best ThinkPad. Lenovo couldn't have picked a better name for the ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 4, extreme is the operative word here. When I think of extreme, phrases like to the max, out of hand and exorbitant come to mind, which perfectly describe this 16-inch monster. The price tag is definitely extreme with a shocking starting price of $2,951. Phew. This 16-inch laptop, packed with extreme internals such as a top-of-the-line 11th General Intel Core i7 CPU and powerful NVIDIA 30 series graphics, was built to make its rivals sweat. Someone check on the Dell XPS 15. This Lenovo laptop is a major improvement from the last ThinkPad X1 Extreme we reviewed, Gen 2. It's got more battery life, a brighter display and zippier chips. But of course, every monster has its kryptonite. The ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 4 is no different, especially since it's up against some fierce competitors. Still, the ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 4 is ideal for handling extreme workloads for professionals, whether you're a creator, architect or engineer. As a cherry on top, they can relax and play their favorite graphics-intensive games after a long day of productivity. At number 4. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga, Gen 6, the best 2-in-1 ThinkPad. Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Yoga tweaks the formula enough to retain its position as the best 2-in-1 business laptop, a lot of money can buy. Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 6 is a refinement of the best 2-in-1 laptop for business users. Taking a page from the X1 Carbon, the newest Yoga now flaunts a 14-inch display with a taller 16:10 aspect ratio for more vertical screen space, a boon for enterprise users. Also improving productivity are a wider touchpad and a human presence detection sensor for convenient login and enhanced security. Swapping the engine for 11th Gen Intel chips adds considerably faster performance, but the battery life upgrade is even more enticing. The Gen 6 model lasts for nearly 15 hours on a charge. These perks are packaged in a sleek aluminum chassis with a convenient 2-in-1 design and a handy stylus slot. It may not be as lightweight as the ThinkPad X1 Carbon or as alluring as the ThinkPad X1 Titanium Yoga. There's no SD card and it's hella expensive, so you have to decide whether or not you can bite the bullet that is its $2,000 plus price. At number 3. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Nano, best 13-inch ThinkPad. Lenovo's X1 Nano proves an ultra-portable 13-inch version of the X1 Carbon belongs in the hands of consumers and professionals alike. You already know what the X1 Nano looks like, it's the classic ThinkPad design except in a smaller, lighter chassis. It's actually the most portable ThinkPad ever, with its carbon fiber and magnesium frame weighing in at a measly 2 pounds. It has a 13-inch, 2K, 2160 by 1350 pixel, anti-glare display. Not 13.3 inches or 13.5 inches, just 13 inches flat, meaning the panel is smaller than those on rival devices. I don't mind though, the 16:10 aspect ratio has the same height, y-axis, as most larger panels, it's just not as wide. Portability is great, but what's the point if you need to lug around a battery charger everywhere you go? Fortunately, with the X1 Nano, you can leave the brick at home. The petite notebook lasted for 12 hours flat on our battery test, which involves continuous web surfing over Wi-Fi at 150 nits of brightness. Buy a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard with the X1 Nano. Well, either that or brave the dongle life. That's because there are no USB Type-A ports. Our unit has a flat matte black lid, but you can opt for a woven pattern on the lid to accentuate the carbon materials used within. Regardless of which surface you choose, expect to clean lots of smudges. The X1 Nano left a glossy fingerprint every time I touched the design. Below the keyboard is a 3.9 by 2.3 inch touchpad. It has a silky soft touch texture, the surface responded well to my swipes. My main gripe is the size. Those with larger hands may find their fingers brushing up against the sides. At number 2. Lenovo ThinkPad X13, AMD, the best budget laptop. If you're on a budget but you still want that sweet keyboard, the best ThinkPad for you is the Lenovo ThinkPad X13, AMD. Your average ThinkPad isn't very wallet-friendly, but the ThinkPad X13 goes against the grain. For less than $1,000, this machine offers a speedy AMD Ryzen 5 Pro 4650U CPU, a carbon fiber magnesium alloy design and even a select few security features like a fingerprint reader and an optional IR camera for Windows Hello. Despite the price, Lenovo doesn't skimp on the keyboard. Its keys felt super responsive. Those concave keys we've praised for years have what feels like an impossible amount of travel for a laptop this thin. The ThinkPad X13's affordable price requires a few compromises, namely, the super thick display bezels, the lack of Thunderbolt 3 ports and being limited to only 16 GB of RAM. And its battery lasted 7 hours and 53 minutes, landing below the premium laptop average at the time, 10 o'clock. At number 1. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon, Gen 9, best overall ThinkPad you can buy. Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Carbon, Gen 9, makes clever changes to move a winning business laptop to the brink of perfection. Lenovo took the best business laptop and beefed it up with 11th Gen Intel CPUs. You still get the ThinkPad X1 Carbon's attractive, slim and durable chassis. Business users who travel frequently will appreciate the 15+ hours of battery life offered by the 1200p version. The 1200p screen was surprisingly bright. And in typical ThinkPad fashion, the latest 9th Gen X1 Carbon has a best-in-class keyboard that you'll love typing on. It's easily at the top of the best ThinkPads. While we adore this laptop, it's not truly perfect. It features a poor 720p webcam, no card slot and the touchpad is a bit small. On top of that, the IR camera doesn't even come included by default, which is odd considering it's a business notebook. Thanks for watching. For more details, follow the links given below in the description section, and if you are new here please subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon.